There's a new movie opening tomorrow named My Dead Friend Zoe. It's about an army vet returning home and haunted by the ghost of her dead best friend. We are joined by the star of that film, Sonequa Martin-Green. Welcome to Gary Talks.
Thank you. Hi. Thank you for having me.
In the movie, your character Merritt is dealing with a lot of issues that she's not ready to talk about yet, which means that most of your performance is internalized. How difficult is that as an actor?
Oh, thank you for that question. I don't know. It's one of the things that I actually quite love is when there is a lot on your mind. When there's a lot on my mind. I was wanting so badly to do Kyle's life and his story justice and also all veterans and non-veterans too struggling with this kind of pain. And so I was hyper focused. I was hyper focused and I think at times hyper vigilant to a detriment, wanting so badly to get it right. And so I really appreciated all of the life there, right? And it is challenging, for me for those reasons more than anything, just wanting so badly to do it justice. But I also kind of, I don't know, I just find it kind of fun when there's lots and lots and lots to think about.
One of the things that you guys did great in this movie is, yes, it's tackling serious subject matter, but it's also pretty funny. I mean, it's not the kind of movie where you're going to cry all the way through it, you're just going to cry in parts. Was that a hard line to walk?
Oh yeah. Well, I think the script itself was this perfect balance of comedy and drama. And Kyle Houseman Stokes knew that that was what was needed. He knew that it was going to have to be funny. He talks about how, that's a big thing in the military and in the army specifically, because that was his experience. Is humor. They he said we laugh all the time. We use humor to connect with each other and to get through what we're going through. You just don't see that a lot in the portrayal of military service, and so he wanted to make sure he just doused this story with that, and it was perfectly balanced, I think, greatly because of Natalie Morales, also Utkarsh Ambudkar, but Natalie is such a precise. She's a tactician and a technician, and she understands every moment and understands the science and the math of humor, and so I think for me, thankfully, it was quite effortless because her and I were effortless with each other. So the comedy and the drama is just sort of automatically there.
Well, yeah, you guys really did play well off each other. And speaking of cast, you had a chance to share the screen with two of the greatest of all time, Morgan Freeman and Ed Harris. What was it like working with those two legends?
It's a masterclass. It is daunting. It is also so bright. Goodness. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to Morgan. And I'm also just so grateful to Ed because he let me into his heart and we dove off the, cliff of the moment together. And it was such a safe, sweet space to share with him. And he didn't have to be that available. He didn't have to be that engaged. I tell him all the time, his eyes are like oceans and you can just dive into them. And he just opens up the doors to these oceans and he goes, Come on in. Let's play." And gosh, I love it so much. I'm better for it. Every moment I was in, close up in his face, I learned something.
And finally, how good are you really at Buck Hunter?
Nobody has ever asked that question. Yo, I'm I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm pretty good. I think I've had enough practice shooting. I think I'm pretty good.
That's awesome. Well, again, My Dead Friend Zoe is opening in theaters everywhere tomorrow. Thank you so much for being on Gary Talks.
Thank you for having me.
Bye bye.